Evening, guys. All right, I'm going to make this a shorter live than normal. All right, I'm fiddling with the camera over here, so give me 1 second to get that up and running. Um, it's going to be a shorter live tonight. Been busy with the holidays, and I've got some things planned. And now, whether I adhere to those or not, I don't know. Okay, play it by ear. So we'll see how it goes. But I'm just gonna have panel up here, and honestly, screw the news. Okay. Um, I know there's a lot going on. I know what's up with the 2024 shit and such. Um, everything coming in okay here. Let's see. Okay. Anyway, most likely just going to get panel up here, and it is what it is, and we'll go from there. Um, probably only gonna be on till 10:15. Because I haven't been sleeping at all, hardly. Been going to bed at like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, and it's not conducive to my sleep. It doesn't work. So, um, I'm getting old. Okay, I feel like I'm getting old anyway. But again, um, so let's see. This weekend, I'm not going anywhere for any family. We're staying here. Tomorrow, I got to work on the truck, getting the winch set up and that, getting the trailer in the backyard. Um, that's been a whole shit show. I'm not even going to go into that one. Um, let's see. Going to be making the jerky this weekend. Y'all know I do that like once a year around Christmas time. Um, we're gonna have a ham on Christmas. Got to do that. Uh, I mentioned that we're getting the house insulated. Well, my buddy at work had a friend of his give us an estimate, and it was the half the cost of what the the big dogs, if you will, the nationwide company wanted. USA Insulation. So yeah, we're going with sorry, uh, going with my buddy's recommendation. We're getting the attic insulated, and we're getting the crawl space that I'm currently sitting above redone, insulated properly. So hopefully I don't freeze my ass off in this room anymore. Um, that's probably going to come around the new year. Just expect me to be more busy. Um, that's about it. Channel update. Uh, I don't know how much more I can cut back on this than I already have, but I've had a half a thought of just pulling the plug on YouTube. Whether that's going to another platform or just sitting in the background. Why do I say this? It's it's taken a toll on my health, and as you guys know, like the whole mentality of things. Um, sitting up here putting pieces together takes a toll on me. How do I want to continue this? So much is happening so quickly that you physically can't cover it anymore. Everything. 2024 being what I'm expecting it to be. Kind of want to batten down the hatches, mind my own business, and brace for impact, if you will. I'm not playing the doom and gloom card here, but it's getting pretty bad in my area here. If it's what they think that the 24 elections will be, well, then that's civil war. Well, for lack of better terms, life is just getting hard. It's nothing I can't handle, but I didn't think I'd be in this position. It's kind of a half a thought of disappearing into the shadows for preparation's sake. You know, when you see something coming before everyone else and you jump ship ahead of time, try to read between the lines here, okay? I'm trying to tell you shit. 2024 is going to be bad, in my opinion. I'll leave it at that. Here I go again with the what more can I say comment. But that's where I'm at. So I'm gonna take a rule out of the Zombieland movie and enjoy the little things, you know. So I'm gonna copy the link for my regulars to get up here so y'all can go ahead and do that. Hold on. Why is it? Let's do that. Why is it not showing up as a link? What the fuck? Hello, Bushcraft.
Hello.
For some reason, the link is not showing up as a link in chat.
Uh-oh.
Did it show up as a link for you? Or did
Yeah.
you copy and paste?
Yeah, it showed up as a link. See,
Okay.
you're getting pretty soon you're not going to have a chat. That's how mine started.
I don't get it.
Yeah, it's something they're adding. Because usually we see when you post it, we see a link.
Yeah,
But
and then there's a line under it.
yeah, it's totally different now. And I think that's where mine has got issues. I think they're updating the chat some way.
So it's not
It works though as a link.
okay, as long as it works.
Yeah.
Hi. Oh, your microphone's jacked.
Oh my God,
Yeah,
robot.
sound like a donkey just got strangled.
The weird thing is I can't remove my own comment that I just did.
Oh, you're having the issue too?
I bet you it thinks you're
He is an issue. Damn, I gotta get
where
a cup
you,
of
where
coffee.
I can remove. Shut up.
Remove. Look, I talked to the wife. Be quiet.
I can't remove the link, but I can remove other comments.
That's weird.
Yeah. Yeah, they're updating something.
I don't know. Can I do this?
Okay,
yeah. So it shows in my studio in the backstage here. Here, I'll show you. Just because I don't give a shit about this, so here you go. Let's make this full screen. Sorry for the infinite screens, but if I scroll up here, it shows it as a link here, and I can remove it. But if I go to the regular page, I can't. Or the regular stream.
Yeah.
It doesn't do that.
You have to be a mod.
But
that's the problem I had. And then I added myself as a mod, and it took away my chat completely.
So no, don't add myself as a mod then.
Yeah.
Good evening, Larry. Good evening, everybody. Merry Christmas.
Let me see a chat.
Merry Christmas.
I'm sorry you're stressed, but we come to make you laugh.
It ain't working.
We come to put some jingle in your pop-up.
What?
Here you go.
What? Like,
Oh, congratulations on your pop-up, by the way.
Yes, congratulations.
Lord. See, it didn't do that for my stream on here. Nothing about the whole StreamYard thing with the
because
link the accounts.
Because it's you're the owner of the chat, so
I see what you're saying.
You're the owner of the StreamYard that's connected to. Yeah, but if you go to somebody else's, a lot of times you have to log in.
There's the hide the chat button, but if I click that, that's no. Okay. This is weird.
Yeah, they're messing with something, trying to update something or.
Yeah, see, if I talk, I can't. Like, I put hi in chat, and I can't remove that unless I go back in the backstage.
So on my end, it turned gray and it says message retracted. On my end, I can
what?
see it.
The hi?
For the StreamYard link.
Yeah, I did that.
Yeah, but Bushcraft can't even do that, right?
Yeah, I think it's because I added myself as a mod.
Well, unadd yourself and see if it comes back.
It's not. There is no name there for me. Yeah. Like I said, I'll give it a week or so because I can always go on another account and mod if I have to.
In the words of Kevin from Home Alone, I'll give it a whirl.
That's a good movie.
What are some of your Christmas movies? They don't even have to be a Christmas movie, but movies that you watch during Christmas.
National Lampoon's Vacation. Anything with Chevy Chase.
Christmas Vacation. It's a Wonderful Life.
White Christmas.
Christmas.
White
Story.
Christmas. I don't mind it, but it's a little slow for me.
To begin with, when they first released that movie, it was not a Christmas movie. It was not meant for Christmas.
Jack Frost is good too.
Really? What was
Yeah.
it meant for, Jeff?
Michael Keaton.
I think Thanksgiving around in there, that area.
Really?
Yeah.
Scrooge is a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, Chrissy Cat. That is a good one. Oh, I like the Mickey Mouse ones.
I can't watch Scrooge. It reminds me too much of myself.
Did you know that the first Die Hard and the first Lethal Weapon movie are technically Christmas movies?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because they take place during winter?
No, it's Christmas.
Yeah.
That's
They both take place on Christmas Eve.
He's there for a Christmas party. He's up there in the building for a Christmas party.
I don't. Not of Christmas movie. No.
Which movie actor always said, "I'm getting too old for this shit"?
Oh, Bruce Willis.
Like everyone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Bruce
most of them
Willis.
now.
Yeah. Was it Bruce Willis or was it the black actor? What was his name?
Danny Glover.
Yeah, Danny.
Oh,
Yeah.
with Lethal Weapon.
Yeah.
Lethal Weapon.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
those movies are super good.
Yeah, he did used to say that. Or like the old.
And
The only part I didn't like about the Lethal Weapon, the first one, yeah, okay. The overplaying of the dislocated shoulder. Every episode or every one, it had to have that part in there. The dislocated shoulder.
Sorry.
It's just like on White Christmas where he saved him during the war and he keeps like playing like he's hurt, holding it over his head.
sounds like a mixer.
Oh,
Was that
I
you,
think
Bushcraft,
Mark-
or was
No, it's late.
Sorry.
Hey,
I
fix
said
your shit, Lake.
sorry.
thank you very much.
I don't think it's late, but it's coming in through her screen.
Whatever it was loud as shit.
That was a mixer. Boy, I tell you what.
It was the movie.
Oh,
I remember that, the music there.
do y'all remember as kids when your mama would make a cake and she let you lick the beaters and everything?
Yeah.
And if you was a good boy, she turned the beaters off while you licked them.
Exactly.
101's thinking about that one.
I don't ever get to lick the spoon anymore. My mom always yells to Bigfoot, "You want to lick the spoon in the bowl?" He gets the spoon and the bowl.
Oh,
Well,
wow.
see,
Crazy.
people with long tongues, that's what happened.
Not right.
Mama's left the beaters on.
I don't get to
Comments I could make.
lick the spoon anymore.
Yes, the original How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Well, he helped mix it up, so he gets to lick it.
No camera. Where am I supposed to go? You're not on camera. My camera's off.
I don't want to be
All I heard was
I don't want to be here. Damn, that's not something you want to hear on the holidays.
No, she said I don't want to be on camera. She said that.
Whatever.
And then Bigfoot said he didn't want to be on camera. My mom's like, me either.
Oh,
But my mom wants to do a live with me tomorrow because Bigfoot said he didn't.
oh, you go on camera then, but not now.
I don't know. Because she'll be baking or something. I don't know. She's going to be baking,
that-
doing a baking.
Is she gonna wrap her bacon with bacon?
No, baking, like baking food. Like,
Oh. Sound like you said bacon. You know.
yeah,
that
bacon.
you eat. Yeah, that you eat.
Well, yeah, you can eat all the bacon stuff. Like,
Never mind.
you mean them? You're thinking I said meat.
Right.
No, she'll be like bacon, like desserts.
Yeah, you definitely want all your bacons to be edible for sure.
I just heard a pig.
Bushra? Was that you?
No.
I can make a pig noise.
He's not like salty cracker. Oh, Lord.
Sound like the poor pig got kicked.
you can call me crispy bacon. It's like that pig that's got that thing out the window, the little wind thing.
You know what that noise is?
What?
That is every iPhone in 2010 when everyone was playing Angry Birds.
Oh gosh.
Y'all remember the oinks from the pigs? You okay, Lake?
Should have called it Angry Pigs.
That's an actual game. Like that's the opposite.
Yeah.
I just heard monkeys.
Yeah, that was a big game for a while. Yeah. Angry Birds.
My kids played that. All of them.
Like, you read what Karen V posted?
Good evening, Karen V and Eric. Merry Christmas, Eric, and Merry Christmas, Karen. And I love you too.
Evidently, she read it.
Yep, I just did. Well, I was looking at 101's face. And then I was looking at Bushcraft trying to find more sounds of monkeys.
How much of that was his sound effect and how much of that was you?
I don't know.
Well, can you tell the difference between
Kind of blended in there. I was like, what the
Okay.
fuck is going on?
Copy this sound.
I was talking to my family.
All right. Name that sound. Let's go.
Now, wait a minute. You was talking to your family, but yet you was talking monkey?
Yeah.
Talking squatch. No, I don't want the pit vipers, thank you.
It's like
No,
a barracuda.
wrong.
Play it
They
again.
were looking for poop.
Cougar.
I've heard that.
Do it again.
Well,
Sounds like a missile taking off.
no.
Sound like me farting.
Was that a toilet?
It's an alligator.
Tiger. Alligator.
That's
Yeah.
an
Okay. The
alligator.
hiss.
Oh shit, that's an
The
alligator.
hiss.
Yeah, because we hear those.
If that's an alligator, that's a big one.
Yeah. They got that hiss.
That's the dolphin from
SpongeBob.
Plants vs. Zombies.
No, that's the dolphin from SpongeBob.
Totally Plants vs. Zombies.
Budweiser.
I can put Jeff what's gonna go there.
Why?
Sir,
Why?
who's
What?
fucking the ibex?
There's a baby one born today, too.
Siberian Malamute.
Yeah.
Did you just say a Siberian Malamute? The dog?
Yes.
A dog.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's my guess.
Oh my
That was
god.
a cow.
It's a cow.
My
Oh,
There you
ex-girlfriend.
go.
Okay, so y'all gotta be quiet so we can hear. Do it again,
The cow?
or whatever you just played. It's a cow. What the fuck you
Yeah.
talking about?
Yeah.
How does that sound like a dog?
I don't
It's
know.
No, you said Siberian Malamute.
Maybe
I
like a
did.
low roar.
That's a dog breed.
I don't know. It's the first thing that came to my mind. It sounded interesting. It caught your attention.
That was my ex-girlfriend.
Oh, I was thinking it was Allie laughing.
Right.
Like a monkey, maybe.
No, it was a hyena.
Oh, the hyena laugh. Yeah. Okay, nice. See it.
Caught
A monkey with a hyena laugh.
Hi, Harris.
Elephant.
It's a whale. That's a whale. An elephant goes.
Thanks
Really?
for the demonstration.
I'm
At
sorry.
least she wasn't on camera.
You got a point there, Jeff. It's on top of your head.
Nobody got that one?
Lion.
That's fine.
Yep, lion.
Damn, that's the only one we got right out of 500.
You know what this reminds me of? Remember the old children's games? It was like the little plastic spin thing, and you
Yeah.
pulled the string, and it would spin around. What does the lion
Light
do?
Fairy says.
Speak and say.
I still got one of the old ones out there.
Really, 101.
This is a
What was I
cat.
supposed to do? I'm sorry.
I
What
mean,
is
I
that
do
one?
kind of make a lot of animal noises.
Oh, I
Jeff
used to.
goes.
No, I was in school one time, and the paper, that's got the animals on it. What I done was I undone it and put some glue on it and turned it around. So therefore, when it said, let's say like monkey, it will be an elephant sound.
Well, I got a bear.
Blake,
That's
Blake.
not a bear.
Yeah,
Do you have a long straw by chance?
I do, and I can put it under my armpit to make fart noises if you want to.
That's what I was thinking. I'm gonna go to a restaurant and do that.
No, you don't.
Oh, I made a whole cup that I rigged up, and some guy, he's like, "What the f did you just do?" I have my sister and brother-in-law ready to like fight the guy, so that way he'd protect me. He was madder than a hornet.
What you need to do is go to a grocery store with that fart spray
I went to the mall.
and with that straw.
Yeah, and Bigfoot was supposed to be recording the whole thing, and he forgot to hit record. I almost got my butt kicked by some guy.
Dixie sitting over here, she done went and got mad at me.
Why? Oh, because
Take
she doesn't.
the fart spray, go to, let's say, Walmart, and then take that straw and go like that, and then spray that fart spray and run.
Well, I did that. Well, not the fart spray, but like I did the fart noise through a cup, and I went running by this guy, and he got wicked mad, like wicked mad.
Well, good.
It didn't work out too well.
Damn, me and you would be kicked out of so many places if we got together. 101, you want to join?
I have a totally random and odd question for y'all.
Okay.
All right. What you got?
Any of y'all like experts on truck suspension?
Truck
Oh, man.
suspension.
Old trucks, not an expert, but
We
Front
can
end, independent suspension front end.
newer stuff, no.
Well, I'm asking because I put the winch on, and with the plate, it's 100. Okay, the bumper's 50. It's 50 to 75 pounds. So I'm about 150 pounds on the front end, and the nose is starting to dip down a bit. And I've had some tire rub as I turn. Not every time I turn, but occasionally.
Do you have an adjustment where you can adjust it in the? I don't know if they do it on the panel.
I'm not gonna. No, not on my screen. No.
Okay, because
Can he put those?
the newer ones you can actually they
Yeah.
actually go in and they do it with the computer. The computer actually adjusts it.
Well, maybe
You want to split a yogurt with me?
it's there. I don't know. I'd have to talk to a shop, but
Yeah.
I'm not gonna adjust nothing myself. I don't know. It's just I was kind of thinking, okay, the front end's feeling a little heavy, being it's got about 150 pounds on the front,
Mhm.
and
Dude,
I got the hitch in the back, and then the high lift jack. That's another 35 pounds in the back to counterweight that.
I can tell you the redneck way of doing it. Put 2x4s in between your springs.
No.
I said redneck way.
So I was thinking, like, do I need to start considering spacers? I have about
No.
3. Yeah, I know. I don't want to. I know the dangers of it. Okay.
Yeah. Because it's all done with the
I have
computer
about
now.
3 to 4 inches of space between the top of the tire and the top of the.
Yeah.
You know?
That I have somebody I know that went. They got it's a Toyota, but it's a newer one. So they took it and they actually, plug it right into the computer and they do it all manually because he didn't like how it was setting up like this.
Right.
The high end being the back end, because you do that because if you get a load, it levels it out.
Right.
So he went and had the front end lifted a little bit to where it's level all the time. But now he got a camper put on it, and now it's the back end is kind of down. So he hasn't seen any issues except when he gets over 65 miles an hour. So he has to go back in and have it readjusted again.
Well, I notice it when I brake now that I have the winch on the front.
Mm-hmm.
My brakes will tend to stutter a bit more, being that it's heavy. So
yeah, that's that whole computer thing that you have to have all adjusted.
So okay, I got you.
And I told him to, because he wants to. He got the shell of the camper shell. It's the pop-up kind, and he's going to rebuild it and make it, because that he used to build buses and stuff. So he's going to rebuild it to make it look nice. And I told him to wait until get it adjusted after you rebuild it. So if you put more weight on there, you don't have to go back and have it adjusted a third time.
Debbie says that adjustments for an air ride.
So I'm planning on things for the back end of it with the bed in that, with like a rack. You know how they have the off-road racks that have the traction boards and shit like that. Or am I putting another cap on the back? Could that level it back out when I do that? And just instead of the truck sitting up here, it sits a little lower.
It's hard to say. That's why it's all computer, because it's set to where you've added so much other stuff on there, so it's compensating for that extra weight. Right.
I mean, it doesn't drive like drastically different.
It's that the computers. I don't know what you call it.
I was worried about the braking.
Yeah.
She didn't make
Well,
nothing. We're sharing a yogurt. They wanted to say
yogurt?
hi. Jeff was trying to say hi to you.
Hey,
Hey, how you be?
what?
How you be tonight?
How am I be?
How
Yeah.
you be?
I'm having some yogurt. Gave the cat some whipped cream.
Yeah, you gave me too much.
Oh,
That's
shut up,
where I
Anita.
normally get my whipped cream from, the cat.
was that an Irish accent or
Oh, we're
Scandinavian?
definitely Irish. Yeah, we got that in us too. So the temper too.
I'm surprised I picked that up. I was like, what the hell going on here?
Yeah, you should hear what else comes out when she's mad.
Oh, when I get pissed, the southern accent comes out.
Really?
Boy, I tell you what, I'll kick your ass, you know.
I figured the Italian would come
You ain't
out.
gonna believe this shit.
Exactly.
That's the
And then you got
leprechaun
the
in
little
you.
bit of Detroit thrown in there too. Mean hood.
A little bit.
Oh, did you hear?
No.
There's a video game out. Well, it's a few years old, but
Hi, Willie.
something happened in Detroit, and they had to evacuate.
One of them touched buttons somebody.
What?
No, kaboom type thing
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
happening, so they had to evacuate Detroit. So poor 101.
I have not heard nothing about that.
It's a video game.
Oh,
Good, because that's the
Nobody
reason I ain't
gets
heard.
misunderstood here. It was a video game.
oh,
Yeah, we don't want War of the Worlds again.
right. TH2 says if it's rubbing, that wouldn't help. That didn't sound right, but okay.
It all depends on what, and never mind. Shut up, Jeff.
My dad fell asleep. Otherwise, I would ask him because he's a pretty good mechanic, but he fell asleep.
I looked under there, and it doesn't seem like any of the tire is rubbing anywhere on the plastic or nothing. It's just I was a little worried about the
On the
braking. What? What did you say?
Yeah,
Did you
Jeff's
say
mic's
that it's not right?
Jeff, your microphone is garbage.
Well, I can't help it.
Well, it sounds fine
The
now.
computer's on.
Yeah, I think it's more his lag or his
Okay.
connection.
Now what did you say now, Jeff? Is it what? Oh, for fuck's sake.
Hell, I done forgot. Forget it.
Anyway, not having any of it rub on the plastic or nothing. It's just I was worried about the braking, being that it.
Look,
Your tire
check
is
the
rubbing
inside
the
of
plastic.
your. Look at the inside of your wheel, your tire,
Okay.
and see if there's rub marks on the
Well,
inside.
I didn't see nothing when I looked before I came in tonight, but so
That's why I like the
I'd
old
say it's okay.
vehicles.
I'd say it's okay. So
Well, if you hear rubbing,
it's not like when you get a brand new tire and you turn the tire and you hear that click 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 click. It's not that. It's
And ain't the ball joint.
it's almost like when the ABS kicks in on ice.
that's what I was wondering if that's what it was.
That don't sound
We don't
good.
have ice right now. It's fucking 45 degrees. 50
Yeah, but
degrees.
the extra weight, it might think.
That's what I'm
'Cause
saying.
it's a computer that controls all that.
I see.
Right. Sometimes you can't just go putting things in without doing other
Well,
stuff to it. Like,
here's the thing is, okay, it's not a computerized thing, the Winch. It's just a hook it to the battery thing.
No, the computer controls the
braking.
suspension and the brakes, and
Also, I'm thinking, okay, the winch is in front of the crash prevention sensor. Let me show you.
I don't know. It would
So-
just stop working.
Damn.
So on
If
my
they hit that sensor.
well, no, it
Excuse
doesn't hit
me.
the sensor. So in the front of the truck, that little box right there in the vent, that right there is the
Oh,
sensor.
you mean the
Okay.
thing that tells you to brake or?
It'll do the auto braking for
Oh,
you.
okay,
It's like
okay.
the radar that is in the front.
Do you have
So,
it on?
well, that's the thing is it's always on.
Okay,
There
that's why
is
you
no
haven't
way.
been in a
There,
wreck.
well, there is. Thank you. It has saved my butt a couple times. But you saw where that's at, and
Yeah.
now the winch is right there.
Ooh,
So
did
initially, when I first put the winch on, the first couple days it did that. It hasn't done that since, which is weird that it's not
has
given
it
me.
popped up and set and did its thing? You know,
Yeah, it hasn't popped up since I told it not to.
Sounds like a personal problem.
did,
Take the
But I
truck
was
to the
I
doctor.
was thinking that it was braking or having those brakes act funny because it's detecting the winch.
yeah,
Thinking
something in
it's
front of it. Yeah.
right.
Right.
I don't know.
But it's
Well,
not.
did you install it?
Yeah, I installed the winch myself. Yes.
Okay, I was going to ask you if you had somebody do it. Ask them if that has anything.
Well, yeah, it says if you block it, it can cause an issue, but it doesn't stop the truck from functioning. So theoretically, I should be okay. And the last couple days I've driven with it, it's not given me an issue. So why? Did you see what I'm saying? Is it?
Yeah.
I don't think it's the sensor.
It
Um,
could be though, because like I know with a manual vehicle, you can't just go putting a car starter in there. You have to do it a certain way because otherwise, when you start up your vehicle, it's going to drive into a building or your house.
what
Huh?
are you getting at?
Well, like certain things you do with the newer vehicles, it can mess with other stuff.
But I have the option to turn that off.
Right.
So why? You see
Hmm.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where did it go?
I don't think it's really turning anything off. It's like you got the text message, you received the text message, you just closed the file.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And I'm thinking it's just the extra weight. I even looked at my tires, and you know how you have brake dust around your rims and shit sometimes? I've noticed a little bit of an increase in that since I put this winch on.
Oh.
So, yeah, it's probably the brakes, just computerized, you know?
Mhm.
I've been driving a bit slower and not been gunning it because I can feel that weight in the nose. I don't need it dipping down and hitting the ground, you know?
I
It's not
don't
going to
have
hit
brake
the ground.
dust.
Huh?
I don't have
Was
brake dust
the,
in my vehicles.
You don't have brake dust.
was the
Uh-uh.
winch made for your truck? Like it's compatible made for your truck? Like it's not too much on your.
Like the
Well,
truck's
I've
gross vehicle weight rating is
yeah, I've seen it, and
1,500. I
I
mean,
saw the install. Yeah.
I put that on the struts of the,
Okay.
you know, it's I mean, I put the bracket on there myself. I don't get it.
Oof.
It shouldn't be an issue.
Sniffer
The thing,
says your winch
thing
is in the
is,
wrong location.
no, it's not. Because here's the thing. There's a video I just watched earlier today, and I'll bring it up here, of a concealed version of the winch and the bumper, and this is a heavier winch than what I have, and it's a thicker bumper. So here you go. This is the Nismo version, the off-road one. Okay, it replaces that front under guard where that sensor is right here. Okay, but this is all like 1/4-inch steel, and you see the winch there. So the winch is inside, but this is heavier steel than what I even have on mine. Look, I mean that's 1/2-inch D-ring heavy shit.
Right.
Bigger tires, but let's see here. Can we find a good picture?
I like that grill on that one right there.
Yeah. that's
Yeah.
sweet.
What, this here?
Like,
No, the bottom part, the bumper
This
part.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tucked underneath like that.
Yeah, that's the bumper that I'm talking about. It's
He's got beefier tires on too.
well, yeah, it's on I think 33s. I don't know if he
Damn.
has a. He's got it. It's lifted,
Okay,
so there is suspension tuning.
yeah, that's what I wonder. How
You know.
it's lifted. If it's lifted by a kit or lifted by a
Okay,
computer.
so my stock height was 31. He's at 41 on the
Ooh.
back. So my front
Oh, yeah.
so my front suspension when it was stock was 31. He's now at 38. So that's we'll say a 6-inch lift, which that's okay. That's typical.
Right.
But this is a hell of a lot more clearance than what I have on mine right now. I'd say maybe 3 to 4 inches of clearance on mine. So, but again, to have, let's see here. There's a good side view. To have
back
my
end is
truck,
definitely up.
this is definitely higher than what mine is. I'd say this is about 1.5 inches higher than what mine looks. The back end hasn't changed, obviously. But for my truck to be able to handle a winch like that,
Thanks.
that's a bigger winch than mine, and this is a heavier bumper, I guarantee you. And then to have all your extended lift components in the front and all that, that's, what am I supposed to say to that? You know what I mean? My truck should theoretically be able to handle it. It's just I'm worried about the brakes.
My Rip Curl says 33 inches good, but 35 inch or even better.
Well, I mean, you can only go so big before you start cutting fenders and shit.
And before you need a ladder to get in your truck.
What?
Nothing.
never mind.
Oh, that's serious, especially going the highway,
Yeah, and that's another thing.
Just stay off the interstate, man. It ain't no good for you.
Yeah.
Man, what? Yeah, stuff like that's definitely good to have when you need it, though.
Yeah.
Definitely. You can pull yourself out of a lot of sticky situations.
That and a pair of jumper cables.
Rip says 95 winch is plenty. 8,500 pound. Well, I could have gotten a 12,000 pound one, but
Can you run it from inside?
I have a 12-foot cable that runs to a remote.
Yeah.
And I can go to the Harbor Freight and get the wireless one where I just plug it into that little port and it makes it waterproof, and I can have the remote in the cab if I really wanted to spend an extra $40. That I can do that
You,
tomorrow.
you
no
don't
big-
you don't want that though. You want the cable.
Well, I can get a new cable tomorrow if I want. You know,
But
it doesn't matter.
well,
I
I'm
have
just
both
saying
options.
by yourself, it's best to have it to where you have that cable. That way you don't have to have somebody hold it where it's not going to slip off and run into the cab and push the button because I
Oh
don't
no,
like
no,
the
no, no!
push
Like
button
the
crap.
remotes that they sell for these winches are not a dedicated thing that has to stay in the cab. It's a remote that you can take up to 50 feet away from the truck
That's what I got.
and go wherever you need to go.
Yeah, which is good. I think it's better.
Yeah, because the ones where you have to go in and hit the button and then it slips off, you have to reel it back out and then hook it back up if you're by yourself.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like 101. The winch I got is probably about a 10, maybe a 12-foot cable, like that.
Oh,
You know.
for the remote? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's okay. You know, it's. Do I like steel cable? Not particularly, but I can always get the synthetic.
Well, I'm fixing to pull.
I'm just fucking nervous about that shit snapping.
Well, I'm fixing to pull a lot of brush with my winch.
Well, remember to have that blanket.
Yeah.
Well,
Always have a blanket over your
It doesn't
cables or
it doesn't
tow
always
cables.
It
work.
doesn't
But
fly back, yeah.
it doesn't always work though.
It's better
But,
than nothing.
Yeah. 9,500 is almost twice the weight of the truck, even if it is loaded. So
Yeah, that
that's
hook
what
coming at
that's
you.
what they say a rule of thumb is. You want 1.5 times of your vehicle's weight. And the truck itself can only tow like 6,700, so do the math on that one. So theoretically, I should never need any more than what I have. That's plenty of power.
Yeah, the good thing about my winch, I can fix it to where I can pull motors out of vehicles with it. That's what I like.
That's handy.
Yeah, that's very handy.
It's better than having one of those things in your garage.
Cherry picker.
Now, I prefer to have a cherry picker than I had a come along.
Oh yeah.
I hate them things with a passion.
So Rip says he's got a 9,500 on his 1-ton
350.
350 diesel, which is really heavy, and my worn 95 Ti has always got me unstuck.
You know anything
Now-
about winches? You know anything about winches and stuff? And no, there's
Did they know anything about suspension?
a suspension. That's what it was. Suspension.
Oh, not really.
No.
Now, see, with my winch, I can take it out of the truck and just hook it on the back, and bang, there you go.
Now, I'm talking to Rip here real quick. Is that too much pulling power for my truck frame, would you say? Now, I just installed grade 8 bolts, which is more than what the instructions called for. So theoretically, I should be okay. It's in 1/4-inch steel plates, so
It's hooked
that's
to
not going.
your
Huh?
frame, right? It's hooked to your frame.
Well, yeah, those brackets on the bumper are bolted to the frame, and my winch is bolted to that.
So
The bolts are the weak point.
you mentioned that this happened and then it isn't happening anymore, right?
What?
Your issue with the whole suspension, the winch, the brakes.
The brakes still stutter occasionally, but I think that's just me being hard on the truck.
Yeah, he thinks it's actually, I just turned my camera off, my mute and everything. And he says he thinks it's probably a coincidence that, or something, it was already something that was existing that might be an issue.
Yeah, it's not a drastic thing. It's just I notice it's driving different with almost 130 more pounds on it, plus what's already been there.
Yeah.
Tasha, I think it's going to the community.
If it's mounted in a good bumper to your frame correctly, okay, he says it should be just fine.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's what my dad said.
Let's see here. I mean, Rip, you've seen the bumper. It's just like what the cops use. Okay, so it's got a point here and a point down here where the winch is bolted on in 4 points. That is actually going into the frame through the front fascia bumper.
No, not really, because I took them around 11 this morning, so I take them now.
So there's the bottom bracket that the corner of the winch is bolted onto. So that's coming up off of what was the existing tow hook locations. So those go out, up, and on an angle, and that's 3/8 to 1/4 inch steel. Those are where the tow hooks are, and then right here at the cross beam, there's another bracket right there cut through the fascia of the bumper, about, I don't know, 1.5 feet upward. So it's got 4 contact points. That's bolted into the front bumper frame upper part. I don't know what you call it.
Upper assembly.
Sure.
Now, Vester also makes kind of a good point. You could have crystallized part of your brake pads, and it's causing it to do that.
How would you do that?
Fast speed. Damn near standing on them.
Riding your brakes.
Yeah.
Do you brake a lot?
Oh, it's Detroit. Yeah.
If he's got brake dust on his rims, then he damn near stands on his brakes.
I don't stand on my brakes.
Have you checked?
You don't brake hard.
Motors?
No.
You haven't checked your brake pads and motors? Or rotors, I mean.
My rotors are fine. They're brand new.
Okay.
The pads, I don't know, but the way dust is coming off of them, it's like shit.
That's weird.
Go ahead, Jeff.
Not trying to be funny, but do you really know how to check your brake pads?
No.
I mean, you'll have to pull them off to check them. Do you know how to pull it off?
No. I'm not gonna sit there and pull a tire off, pull the calipers out, and pull those retention spring thing. I'm not gonna do that.
You can get one of those for the.
We got a C clamp.
Yeah.
You could do it that way too, but
That's all you need.
You can.
Again, I'm not gonna do the ghetto.
No.
That ain't ghetto.
You can just have them checked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most time you can look in there.
You
can also drive around like you normally would, like come back from work and then go over to and put your hand up there on the rim, and if the rim's hot, then you ride your brakes.
Yeah.
I mean, there was the one time I outran the Camaro.
Well,
just one time.
Yeah, band camp.
Jerry Campbell, you're a trip. Oh my goodness.
I don't think that one time would be an issue. Do you?
No.
Oh no.
No, really, it's either going to be a high rate of speed or you just braking right much. Because you can go at a high rate of speed and apply your brakes and they'll crystallize like that. And you won't have no knowledge.
What is a high rate of speed to you? I don't really go above 45, 50 miles an hour.
Well, do you do a lot of hard braking, or are you a brake pumper, like a slow downer and like pump your brake a little
I'm
bit?
not gentle on them, but I don't wait till last second, you know.
Okay.
When I come to a light, it's about, 4 or 5 car lengths.
To me, to answer your question, a high rate of speed, what, 120?
Oh, fuck no. My tires would fall off at that point.
No, but they shouldn't.
At 120?
Yeah.
They shouldn't.
You get a new
The rating
vehicle.
on my tires say do not go above 110 miles an hour.
Yeah,
They
because
will come off your rim.
Okay, Mom.
you're not allowed to go that fast. That's why they tell you that. That doesn't mean your vehicle can't go that fast.
No,
Yeah.
the vehicle can't. It's that the tires will. It's called centrifugal force. It will pull itself
Come on,
off the
Daddy.
rim.
No, they won't neither.
To
Trust
be
me.
honest, I never looked at a rating of a tire to determine if I can go fast enough or not.
I ain't neither.
I just went fast, and if it held together, I guess the rating was good.
The highest I've been with this truck is 95 miles an hour.
The highest I've been in one of my cars is about 160.
That was top strip.
No,
Oh.
that was Crown Vic.
I went way faster.
Oh, I know that, but
I
the only reason I didn't go no faster, I mean, it was stopped, and I ran out of road, so I had to stop. A friend of mine, a friend of mine who was a sheriff at that time, I got him to stop me to see how fast that car can go.
Oh, time to go outside.
Yeah, my mom thinks every time her dog toots, she has to go outside.
Oh God, that's my mom.
Boy, it's a good. She says the same thing about me.
Next time she
She'll be
does
outside all day.
that, go outside.
Hey, question here. So, Sniffer says, check the brake fluid. What color is brake fluid?
Clear.
They actually have different colored brake fluid.
Oh,
Okay,
really?
what
Yeah.
fluid is bright green?
Antifreeze.
Antifreeze.
Yeah.
And you need to
Okay.
learn how to smell your fluids, because that
Yeah.
there's tranny fluid that
Yeah,
comes
really.
out like a reddish color.
Okay, the reason I asked that is because when I pulled into the dollar store the other day,
Did it smell
it
sweet?
wasn't from my truck, but I saw green fluid and I was just curious.
That's antifreeze. Did it
Yeah,
smell?
usually
Yeah.
It
antifreeze.
wasn't me, it was just somebody else. But
They actually have pink antifreeze too.
I was just gonna say, isn't there pink and purple antifreeze now?
Yeah, and that's why I said
Yeah, you can.
because there used to be only .3. Now it goes all the way to 4 to 6
Damn.
for brake fluid, and they are different colors,
My camera's off.
or they can be.
Yeah.
I'll put it that way.
And I do know you can overfill your radiator and
Yeah.
it will overflow like that and nothing be wrong with your radiator.
I don't. Nothing's wrong with my stuff. My fluids are fine. It's
Yeah.
Newer cars, you don't fill the radiator; you fill up the little thing on the side.
No, I
Yeah.
have a radiator cap on my truck.
Yeah,
I mean,
you usually do, but I'm saying in the
When you
owner
fill it
manual,
up, you
they
got a little
tell you,
containment.
because that tells you what level your fluid is in your radiator in the newer stuff, and all vehicles are different too. So
Right.
Well,
It's
now,
hard to say.
out of curiosity, 101, when you add antifreeze or water to your truck, is it running when you add it or is it not running?
I don't.
Jeff,
know.
I've never added any of
see,
that.
that's the thing. we can't really tell him, but because he has to look at his owner manual because it's
Well,
different
that
for
and
vehicles.
Jeff, you
now.
got to remember, this is a brand new truck as of
Yeah.
June.
It don't make no difference.
Right? Does it have four-wheel? It has four-wheel drive, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So have they checked when you bought the truck? Did they give it a full fluid check?
Yeah.
Everything should come changed and full. Like the oil should have been checked. They should give you a sticker saying it. You got so many whatever.
And
We do
you
the
should be
5,000,
checking it too.
and then
What
you should.
Bushcraft?
You should be checking all your fluids on
top
new
of it.
vehicles.
Well, yeah.
Just because it's new, don't mean it can not spring a leak or
Oh, I get it.
something
And
worse.
the thing is, I can go into the gauges on the dashboard and scroll
No,
through my.
no.
No, never do that. They're
Don't trust
called
the gauges.
idiot.
No, like okay, your radiator can crack, even though your vehicle you just got it can still crack. And
I
it
don't
could
think you're understanding. It would warn me.
Not
No.
not
necessarily.
necessarily.
No.
Don't trust. And
Gauge.
they used to be called dummy lights.
Idiot gauges.
No,
Idiot
it's
lights.
not that. No, it's they have sensors for these things now. Like it's
Yeah, I know. And
And sensors go
sensors-
bad.
Sensors can go bad.
Yeah.
okay.
Always
I've never
manually
seen. I
check
have
your
never
oil.
seen a drop of anything drip from my truck other than water from the exhaust heating up. Condensation on the outside and shit. Okay, that's it.
Well, you still need to check your fluids.
When you do, when's the last time you checked the oil in the truck?
Never. It's got less than 3,000 on it, Jeff.
It doesn't make a difference. I've seen new cars not even make it a mile down the road.
Yeah.
Yeah, but some vehicles have to be changed more often.
Okay,
depending on what
you got to
kind of oil they
understand,
put in.
I didn't have anything done to this truck since the day I bought it. They
Right.
checked everything before I left the dealer. That
I
was
would
it.
take it. I would take it and get an oil change, unless it states in your paperwork that they just gave it an oil change, and then you have to check to see the mileage that oil change should be up. Also on your
Yep.
four-wheel
They
drive.
changed the oil when I left the dealership.
Okay,
Before I left
full
the dealership.
change, right? And non-synthetic. They told you whether it was non-synthetic or
All
synthetic.
synthetic.
Okay.
Now, what's it say for your owner's manual when you get it changed?
Full synthetic. It's always been full synthetic.
No,
How many miles are on
miles?
your truck?
I always, it doesn't matter what the owner manual says. I've always changed it anywhere from 5 to 7.
Oh,
5 to 7?
That's a little bit too much.
that's
Yeah,
too much.
3,500,
Yeah. Always.
especially on a new car.
And how many
Because,
miles?
wait a
how
minute,
many
because look
miles
at it
are
like this.
How
When
many
you got a
miles?
new,
You're all
when you,
talking at once. Stop.
when-
How
Yeah,
many
no.
miles do you have?
Oh,
I told you like less than 3,000.
Okay.
The break-in period in the manual says 3,000 miles.
Okay.
Jeff, what did you say now?
okay, when a motor is put together, there is going to be metal flakes for the first time on
Yeah.
starter. Okay, you automatically change the oil after you break your motor in, which could be 50 to 100 miles. Then you'll change the oil again, probably between 5 to 1,000 miles. And then your next go around is about 3,500, and then from there on out. Now, am I correct with that or not, Bushcraft?
yeah, and usually the dealership does that.
Okay, then
Supposed to.
explain to me. Then
Supposed to.
explain, can you explain to me why on my 2018 Nissan Frontier that I changed it every 10,000 miles?
Is that what they told you to do, or is that the manual? Or
That's what the oil shop said from when I've gotten it done at the Nissan dealer. That's what they told me.
Yeah.
When I got it done at the Bell Tire, that's what they told me.
We do.
When I got it done at
Okay,
when
wait a minute.
I had my accident and shit, they did it. That's what they told me, 10,000. And I've
Okay.
been going even half that.
We can
Yeah.
go 5,000 when we get our oil changed.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Is it the oil? Is it the oil that I should say? Because the oil will say a higher number
Debbie
than the
Golden
lower
said
one.
using synthetic
Exactly,
oil.
5 to 7,000.
Listen. Debbie Golden says using synthetic oil, you can go 5 to 7,000.
Right.
It's different on different vehicles, though.
I'm not using the black shit. The what do you want to call it? The $5 bottle crap. You know, this is the Pennzoil like gold, you know, top of the line soil
Right.
synthetic
Right.
crap.
Right.
You know, I'm paying, you know, anywhere from $50 to $100 just in oil for the full synthetic. And that's not for the oil change. That's just like if I were to do it myself.
And my question is about your mileage, not about the oil, but that's how many driving miles you have on your truck is under 3,000.
Yes.
Not about oil, just like, okay, so it's like off the showroom.
Yeah, I bought it with 50 on it, and it has
No,
20
that's what I was at. You have
it has
50,000.
28 on it.
Okay, so
If
you
that, maybe.
So you have 28,000 miles on the truck?
No, 2,800.
Oh, 2,800. Okay.
2,800 miles.
Okay. But that's not what you've driven. That's what the truck came with.
No.
When
The
you-
truck.
when you
I
look at
bought
your-
the truck. I bought the truck with 50 miles on it.
How much?
50.
50 miles. Okay.
So all those are mine.
Okay. All right. So all the miles. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to know.
It went from the southern side of Detroit, because that was the only side of the down there that had a white frontier, and I liked the color. So they drove it where I'm at,
Yeah.
and that's where those 50 came from. Other than that, it didn't leave the fucking lot. It
Okay.
had 2 miles on it when they picked it up from, you know, back and forth off of the truck. And then
I think it's rude that they drove it there to you. I mean, ours got put on one of those
listen,
vending
it was on a
machines.
last minute basis, and I wanted it that day, so I said that's okay.
And
They
they
said
they
that or
changed,
you can wait and possibly lose the opportunity of buying the truck, and wait for it to come in on a trade. But that was
and you said they changed all the fluids and oil before you.
yeah. They checked everything. They gave me the green light.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah,
That-
when we got ours, that's what we had done, and they gave us
I
all
can
the
even
paperwork.
if it didn't compromise my information, I'd pull them up and show you. But
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it should be good because ours was good, and that's what they did for us too.
But you should always check your fluids, not rely on the sensors.
well, duh, I get that. Yeah.
Yeah, but that was the main thing.
Again, when I do an oil change, I don't just do an oil change. I do everything. I tell them like, okay, I'm not just here for an oil change. You know, they'll say, oh, you don't need to check your transmission fluids, your differential
Yeah.
fluid and shit. I'm like, bullshit. No, check it, change it, whatever you have to do. And
Yeah.
I do this, you know, once, twice a year at most, if that.
And then
You
there's
know.
and then there's the filters. Sometimes they just come faulty, so you could check all your filters
yeah.
that are there for us too. So
Again, that was another thing that they checked. You know, it
Yeah.
was a lot. It was a big inspection thing. I was waiting there for 6 hours.
Wow.
Well, yeah, between actually from start to, it took a day and a half actually, but one day it was 6 hours, the other day it was 8, and in there is the inspection and such. So
Right. That sounds good. Other than that, yeah, I would just say what these guys said is just check the brake pads.
That's all I can do. And honestly, I don't even know if that's really all brake dust on my rims because, uh, you know, roads,
Hmm.
dirt, shit, you know.
Well, every car has brake dust, even electric cars.
Well, yeah, it's called brakes.
Yeah, and there's more pollution from the brake dust than there is from the actual exhaust of a motor vehicle. It's been proven that
when a
there
brake
can't be
pad
scientists.
when a brake pad crystallizes, that's when it smooths over and it loses its
It's
friction, if you
glass.
will. Yeah, it turns to glass.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it would be doing that. I would have noticed, and not a no.
Well,
I've only ever stood on the brakes on this truck one time, and that was about 2 days
you
ago.
can feel the difference.
Yeah,
This would be you would feel this every time you would stop.
Like what? Like a slickness or a stutter or what?
Kind of a stutter.
Well,
It's like a hesitation to stop.
You could see if there was some kind of
here's the
material
thing
in
is,
there.
there's a difference between hesitation to stop and the hesitation to stop because of the weight. I noticed it after I put the winch on, so it's not like it. My correlation is extra weight, more weight to stop, brakes working harder, need longer distance to stop. So
Well,
Right.
have you ever had wet brakes?
Yeah.
Really wet, and you go to step on it and you don't
yeah,
get that full stop.
yeah.
That's kind of the glass.
Well, that's what initially started it when it rained here the other day. It was like, was that just wet or was it the brakes? But I noticed it once or twice after that, and then these last couple of days it kind of went away. So
Right. So
it could have just been wet, honestly.
it could have been a material stuck in there, and then whatever happened worked its way out and left. You know what I mean? Like something that got wedged up in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something could have got in your undercarriage.
Yeah, you don't want things on your undercarriage.
Check your rear end grease.
Check your brake in oil. 300 to 1,000. Next. Okay. Well, I have to do some reading and some research, but.
And that's the thing. We don't know what your owner's manual says on that stuff.
They said the brake.
It's hard to say what.
Well, that's the thing is, they said the break-in period for the truck is 3,000 miles. I haven't even reached that yet. So, whether I get an oil change at that, or it's not like the truck's gonna die in 200 miles.
And what's your warranty for mileage wise?
100,000, 90,000, something like that. It's up there.
And as much as you probably get calls about your warranty, always extend it.
Don't answer those.
I got one earlier. Like it was from a Subaru Nissan dealer out in bumfuck, west side of Michigan. I'm like,
Egypt.
What the fuck do you want with my truck? Like, you're calling about the new truck, not the old truck, because I was getting those too. Where I had sold it, and they're like, "Oh, well, we're interested in buying that car." Well, it's already gone. So.
Well, you made it to 10:36. Woohoo!
Yeah, and I'm gonna be shutting it down here, and y'all are not gonna be in backstage because I'm gonna go to fucking bed. I'm tired.
I'm tired too.
What you got going on tomorrow?
I gotta deal with the winch, actually getting it bolted up properly, and
what's her name?
not
Yeah.
Winch.
Yeah.
My
Winch,
mom.
wench, same
It's
thing.
funny. It's funny. My mom calls it a wench. I'm like, Mom, that is a prostitute in the Middle Ages. That's not what is in my truck. You know. Anyway, gotta deal with that. Gotta probably gonna get some angle iron to put a plate under the top, under the plate there, and kind of sandwich the bracket in between.
So you're sandwiching your winch tomorrow. Good.
Anyway, the bracket that's holding the winch that I bought at the store, the brackets that are part of the bumper, and then the piece of steel. I'm gonna drill a hole all the way through the three of them, bolt them together with grade A bolts,
Ragnar.
call
Ragnar.
that good. And 4 of those should be good. So
You need to read what Ragnar posted up there, 101.
It's okay, Mama. I got the pretty babies. Hey, pretty babies.
you okay over there? What? I can't read it because he took it away.
He did.
Hey, I'm calling about your car extended warranty.
See?
And wildlife has pretty babies.
Hello, we've been trying to contact you about your car's extended warranty policy.
You got a good telephone voice, what? You ever thought about doing that?
Press 1 for yes and 2 for yes.
Press 1 for English.
You
Why
cannot
the hell do
escape.
you press 1 for English and you still get somebody else?
That doesn't speak English.
Yeah.
Press 2 and see what happens.
All right. Well,
I'd like to help you with your car.
my mom and I will see y'all tomorrow night, possibly. And everyone, if we don't see you, have a Merry Christmas.
So
Depending on if the kitchen is still intact.
Of course it will be.
really at this point, yeah. So I don't know if I will be live until probably New Year's Eve. I'm thinking.
Where are you going to be at? How many pallbearers you need?
I'm gonna be here. I just need time off. Damn it.
Hi, Garrett.
We need some new material.
Thanks. Anyway, probably we'll see y'all New Year's, unless it changes. Just play it by ear. But consider me on vacation for the next week.
Shit, I've considered you on vacation the last couple of weeks.
Christmas vacation now.
Is that what he's calling it?
Winter
Yeah.
break.
Oh, okay. Break.
So
And then there's New Year's vacation.
that's why I have this.
Jeez.
Well, which one's coming first, Christmas and New Year's?
Oh, here we go with this again.
Anyway,
And there's Festivus
oh Lord, for the rest of us.
for the rest of us. That's tomorrow.
So y'all have a good night. 101.
Out.
I am drawn to them, as if
Merry
by a power
Christmas.
greater than my wiener.
See you next year.